This is Nova Week 6 drills. So, in case you did not realize, these are very difficult drills. Um, Much more challenging than you would ever get at, say, like a novice. Probably pretty tough even for like an excellent master level. Um, but it's just all kinds of stuff we can work on. Love the tunnel send. Okay, so your front cross here is pretty good. Um, you you could finish it a little bit sooner. Um, if I watch your footwork right here, one, two, three. This fourth step needs to just finish the cross, moving in that direction towards that wing. But instead, you see, you plant it back here. Oh, sorry. There. And then that step really finishes it, which is your sixth step. Your first three steps are really good. So you need to practice that a little bit without Nova. Just practice your footwork. Really, especially with this whole thing where you're trying to do two front crosses, you really need to practice it without her to get your footwork down so that way you can do them both, covering big distance, big steps with good footwork, and then practice it enough so that way you can do it unconsciously so that your feet just do their thing while you are able to then focus on Nova, because you cannot focus on your feet and Nova at the same time. And if your feet aren't doing the right thing, it's going to make it a little harder. So what that would have done if you had done your front cross, if you had finished it with the fourth better step, it would have saved you maybe half a second. I don't know if it would have been enough in this case, but you want that extra half a second, okay? But otherwise, pretty good. And so this, as you realize, you're late to get to that second cross. And like I said in the very beginning, it is tough to get there. Love that tunnel send, by the way. Right there, beautiful. Love that. Okay, so now we've kind of finished it. So you're further ahead here, and we go and we're doing a front cross there, and you're almost in time. Your cross is taken in that direction. Ideally, it would be more in that direction, moving a little bit better downstream. So now we're going to stop and isolate that second front cross. And I think this is awesome. So I think this is great that we're working on this troubleshooting. The only small suggestion I would say when you're doing that, and it's small because I love the, especially just the principle of what you're doing is great. I would have liked to seen you put her more at the where she would have landed after the orange jump here rather than over here, just because it replicates what you're about to do with her in the real sequence. It changes the angles a teeny bit, so that's about it. Otherwise, but I love what the principle of doing that. So that's really nice. Right there, love that tunnel send. Beautiful, perfect. I love that. All right, your timing, you're obviously much further in advance now, and you're starting your cross now, which is great. So this one is really good. So she does take she drops that bar a little bit, but that doesn't concern me that much. The reason she drops the bar is because you're spinning around as she's taking the jump. So some people, so the solution to that, to have her keep the bars up. Some people will tell you don't spin around while your dog's taking the jump. Don't do anything unexpected while your dog's taking the jump, and then they're more likely to keep the bars up. And that's fair, I guess. But I would take a different approach, and I would say train your dog that you can spin around and do what you want when she's taking the jump, and it's her job to keep the bars up. So is it her fault that the bar dropped? No, it's still your fault because you haven't proofed it enough. But so the difference is, I hope you can see the difference in the two philosophies. And I mentioned both of them because you'll probably get both of these pieces of advice from experienced agility competitors. And I think that's fine. But so one is make your handling better and smoother, and don't disturb them while they go over the bar. So you need to improve your handling a little better. But my approach, I think you would be better off proofing the bars a little more. So that way you can spin around while she's taking the jump. Because your timing was not bad on that. It was actually pretty good. She just takes the bar. But otherwise, that was really good on your part and your handling especially for a difficult sequence. So you're in a little closer there with the tunnel send, which puts you behind right now a little bit, and that's why you're behind. From what I see, your other tunnel sends were much further along the line than that one you just did there. Now she's a little goofy after all those great tunnel sends. Okay, nice. So again, I love that you center and you have a confidence that she's going to take that tunnel and you get downstream. I really can't stress that enough. Those are great. So really close here. Again, really close to getting that second front cross. And by close, I mean close to doing it perfectly. So you did get it. You achieved it there. It just wasn't perfect, and you could have been just a teeny bit further downstream on the second front cross, but that was really, really good on a very difficult double front cross. Really nice work, and I liked how you worked through it with her, and I love your tunnel sends, and I love that she's still driving. I'm sure that you worked on this for quite a while. I can tell that you gave her breaks in between just by the way that she's acting. She's maintaining her drive, working through difficult skills while maintaining Nova's drive is a skill that is critical, lifetime, and I can't understate enough how important it is. So awesome job.